All right, JMO here, the Toyota pickup guy. We're gonna start this video off just by explaining what the point is. This channel was always just random stuff I put up. Didn't really matter to anything or anyone. Just posted things to share with people. But we're gonna change the channel now to be more about the pickup because it's turning into more of a project than I'd ever imagined. Long story short, I got the pickup a couple years ago. My mom gave it to me because I helped her get my stepdad a new car. The truck was technically my dad's, but he died when I was like 5 in 1996. So I never really got the hands-on training a lot of people get when you have a dad, they show you how to change your oil and all that weird stuff. I didn't really get any of that. I took my car, and like when I got my car originally, I had it on warranty, so I always took it in. After about like 50,000 miles, though, I got a motorcycle. Started working on that for fun, and that was always been it's hidden back behind those chairs. It's always been a lot of fun to work on it, and so then I started working on my car the same way, and then my mom finally gave me the truck. Said it's yours. Let's just say it was in bad shape. They'd been cheating emissions for like a long time. Not to say cheating emissions, not to throw my mom under the bus, but they had their way of adjusting the timing and the idle and all that noise because we live in Arizona. They're all about clean air. To get it through to pass. But when I got it, it was only about a month from needing to go through emissions. So of course, I was trying to work on it to actually get it to pass emissions. The check engine light was on. It groaned a lot. It just didn't have a lot of power. You put your foot on the pedal and you could put it from where it rests to the floor, and you got one amount of acceleration the whole way through. It was just dead feeling. And I hadn't driven it since I was about 16. I learned to drive manual on it when I was about 15 and a half, 16, and drove it for a few years until I got my car. But that's when it just sat. So, knowing what I know now and everything, we're just going to start making videos because I didn't get that training, and I had to look at a lot of it online. And to be completely honest, a lot of it online didn't help me very much. There's a lot of different threads. You go to Yoda Tech, they're great there. You got a lot of good people. They have good threads there, but some of them, they just assume you know more than I knew, to put it plainly. So, a lot of these videos are going to be explaining things that I found that were wrong with my truck that I'm trying to fix, and explaining it in a way that I can understand and that other people can understand. So just, as a clarifying, I'm not a mechanic. I'm using the FSM. I'm going to link that in this video. It's at like ethrol.com. It's an old PDF. It's got everything from 93 to 95, I believe, for a Toyota pickup. So most of it goes well with the 4Runner as well too, but it's not all going to be the same, obviously, because some of the different electrical components and the body components are going to be different considering the style change. So with all that in mind, this channel is just going to be about that. It's going to be about restoring the truck and all the little things we've done. Some videos might come afterwards. It might not be me actually doing it. It might not be me turning the screw. It might just be doing a quick explanation. That way, you can do it. And like I said, it's almost like those forms. It might be that you can do it. You just might not understand what it is, or plainly how to get to it, or plainly what it's doing in itself, why it's needed for the truck. So quick run through on my truck. It is a 94 Toyota pickup, SR5 version. Got the chrome trim. It has the pop-up sunroof. It's got all the trims and extras that you could get. So what I've been doing to it is, it's kind of like making it back to stock. I'm definitely replacing OEM parts if I can. I get them out of junkyards. I get them from Toyota. I get them Napa, wherever I can get them that's cheapest and is the best part. Anson or Asin, I don't know how to pronounce it, is one of the brands that made a lot of the little parts for this. You'll see that all over the place. I think they did like the master clutch and slave clutch cylinder. They did a lot of like electrical components, just weird stuff like that. Denso did like the spark plugs and a few other things. So you want to stick to the original makers. Toyota didn't make everything back then. They definitely sourced a lot of their parts. So this is just one of those things I've learned along the way. You want to be looking for those OEM parts. If you can't find an OEM from Toyota, be looking who made it originally and try to get those, because obviously they work the best. This truck can be finicky. The electricals are kind of weird. It doesn't like aftermarket electrical parts. So like spark plug wires, NKG spark plugs, things like that. It could cause you to have like high hydrocarbons. So you could fail emissions for certain things like that. So, I've upgraded them. I've gone with like NKG wires. You can see the stuff I have on the table over there. I'm actually in the middle of an engine rebuild right now, so we can really learn everything about this truck. So, somewhere down the road, we'll do an entire video where it's me putting all of this back together. Cleaning off the cylinder heads, checking the spacing between the lobes and everything. So we're going to be getting in there, and I'm cleaning it up, and I'm rewrapping a lot of the wires, and we're just putting a lot of love into it. So long story short, here's the explanation of the entire channel. It's just me restoring my dad's old truck. that's it. Learning to become a mechanic as much as I can without killing myself in the process. So I'm gonna leave some other videos up pretty soon here just to explain other things like safety, to use jack stands, put the tires under the car, breaker bars, utilities, things that you might want to have or use. I'll explain some things of the FSM. So just be on the lookout if you have a Toyota pickup or a 4Runner from 88 to 95. A lot of this will probably help you. Even the Tacomas, that's my sister's Tacoma over there. A lot of it's kind of similar. Some of it's different. Yeah, they swap the battery side and some things like that, but it's similar. So just, be on the lookout for those videos. If you have questions, put them in the comment. I answer pretty quickly. It notifies me on my phone, so I just respond instantly. And if I don't, hopefully I get around to it when I remember that I had a message. If not, shoot another one. I don't care. But yeah, have fun. Restore your truck. Like the videos, whatever. Have a good day.